Oh. Sophia's on. You found us. Good morning, Sophia.
Yay, so...
Well, let's get this party started.
All right, do you see a comment there for me?
Yeah.
All right.
Hope we can hear this.
What we got there, Keith?
Well, why am I playing Rush? One of the best songs. A little tear coming to my eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my idols, and anybody that's ever played drums. Sad week this week. We lost Neil Peart. Died at 67 years old on Tuesday. We found out yesterday. 3.5-year battle with cancer, glioblastoma. So he was the biggest drummer in rock history. You know, everybody's got their favorite. He might not necessarily be my favorite drummer, but he is definitely, I would say, the biggest rock drummer.
Yeah, very influential.
Yes, yeah. And the band was tight. I got to see them probably about 10 years ago on one of their reunion tours, and it's a sad day. So
and
anyway,
musician, author.
Yes, yep. Yeah, he did all the lyrics for most of the lyrics for the band, and he wrote books and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and, he was a student of the drums his whole life. So
okay,
we miss Neil Peart today.
Yeah. So rest in peace, good friend.
Guess what time it is, Joel?
What time is it today?
It is time once again for Smack and Jack Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple people on. Well, we have Sophie on. Okay, don't you have like 7 or 8 siblings, Sophie? Anyway.
All right. Shall we get into our introduction? We're going to hit the introduction.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we do all that. And then...
I'm sorry. Right. I've got so much stuff going on here. I got my new... what is this called?
It's like a 1999 pad of some sort.
Yeah,
just learning how to use it.
Learning how to use it. I got my computer set over here. I have my phone set here. So it's a tough one. But anyway, we got your coffee. It's going to be a great show today. Grab your coffee, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We will be right back.
And here we go.
From the Somerset Studios in Westchester, Pennsylvania, it's Smack and Jack Live with your co-hosts Keith and Joel Funderman.
All right.
Yeah, here we are.
Well, some other bad news we have this week. The Eagles are out of the playoffs.
Yeah. That was a very short run. As a matter of fact, for Carson Wentz, it was 6 plays, and he was done.
What's that, 9 minutes into the game?
Something like that, yeah.
And just last week, I was watching, actually the day before, I was watching the Patriots game with a buddy of mine, and I said, well, at least Carson Wentz got through the whole season. He said, well, the season's not over yet. And he was right.
Sure enough. The quarter wasn't even over yet.
The next day.
Speaking of Tom Brady, look what we have here, folks. We have a football, because it is kind of football playoff season, right? And
Yes.
Keith, this one says tactified.
Okay.
Right? So it's a little tacky. That's right up Tom Brady's alley.
And-
right? And it's comfortably deflated. That's the Tom Brady special right there, my friend. And the name of this ball is Wilson.
Wilson.
All right.
Very good.
So
very
we're
good.
We're gonna take actually some pictures later. Keith and I playing football.
Okay.
Right here in the studio.
Okay.
So that
That'll
we
be
can use
exciting.
some
Stay
pictures
tuned for that.
Thumbnails. Okay. So speaking of the playoff
tuned.
games last week, we have some video, just short video. Segments of some of the games last week and some of the cool plays. We have, 4 different videos. So the first one, of course, is going to be the Carson Wentz hit. And folks down below, let me know. Let me know if you thought the hit on Wentz was at least illegal.
Right.
Right? Whether it was dirty, whether it was planned, I don't know. But go ahead. There was no penalty.
Punishable.
Should there have been a penalty
Right.
on this particular hit? So let's take a look at that hit.
Because a lot of the Eagles players said it wasn't any real big thing. Too,
Really,
you know?
yeah. Yeah.
But
we haven't heard yet from Wentz himself, as far as I know. Okay, so here we
still
go.
a little dazed and confused, I think.
Yeah, all right, so here we go. Let us know what you think about this one, folks. It's coming right up after we probably get through an ad. XXX. Going to X out of this ad.
You know what'll get rid of that, my dear brother Joel? $10.59 a month.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, right there. Okay, so Clowney's like, he has to go from running upright to practically doing a somersault into the back of Wentz's head here. Okay, so not only does Wentz get hit in the back of the head, but he also hits the ground super hard.
At the same time, yeah.
Bam. See that right there? Bam, bam. Yeah, all right, so that's video number 1. Let's go on to video number 2. Video 2, what do we have here? This is, I forget what this one is. Oh, this is the touchdown one where the refs messed this one up as well. All right. Sorry.
Hey, Famous A. Barbara. Good to see you guys.
All right, here we go. So this is the end zone kickoff here. Check this out. Watch this.
He doesn't take a knee and throws the ball at the referee.
Referee jumps back.
After
Discussion.
Okay, so that was a kind of like a referee blooper.
Yeah.
Did you see that game live?
Now, what was this?
So this was Buffalo and Houston Texans.
No, I didn't see it.
So the receiver, he caught the ball in the end zone. He gave himself up as if he was going to end the play right there.
Okay.
No attempt to run it out.
Right.
And he tossed the ball to the ref. The ref jumped out of the way. The other team came down, picked up the ball, and the ref called it a touchdown.
Goodness.
So finally, there's like 4 other refs in the end zone area. They said you got to reverse that. There's no touchdown.
Real.
All right, let's go. We got 2 more here. This is Josh Allen is the quarterback of Buffalo, and this is the best run ever. Check this out. All right, so here we go.
Oh.
You might have thought it was the last play of the game.
Yeah.
You know, there was still like 5 minutes left there was a minute left in the game. It was tied, or no, they were down by 3 points. All they needed to do is get into field goal range, and the quarterback is like tossing the ball.
Wow.
He did a number of interesting plays. I'm not going to say it's the reason why they lost that game, but he's a rookie quarterback making some kind of rookie mistakes here. Anyway, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, last one. Now, the Saints were knocked out of the playoffs again. Okay, 3 years in a row. 2 years ago was that crazy pass that knocked them out of the playoffs against the Vikings. Last year was a crazy pass non-call, pass interference non-call, where the other team won. I forget who they were playing last year. And this one here, this was a touchdown in the end zone. Which I didn't really think there was any interference, but let us know what you think here, guys. Was there interference on this play in the end zone of the last play of the game here?
Saints wondering if there's going to be a review for a push-off.
See, they were saying that the Vikings pushed off of the Saints here.
Okay.
I would say they were kind of going back and forth there. If they had reversed that call, I think that would have been a mistake. But let us know what you think down there. It was, okay, so Them, you're saying it was illegal, right? I'm assuming that was the Carson Wentz one, right? All right, so let us know what
push-off, he says.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Was there a push-off there? I would say that maybe there was, but that was kind of a borderline non-call there for me. But anyway.
Okay.
I'm not a
That's
referee.
The recap.
I play football as much as 99.9% of the population does.
Almost as much as I do.
Almost as much as you do, right? As a matter of fact, this amount of football that we just played here.
Speaking of the Patriots, you didn't have any clips of last week's game.
Did not have
There was
anything.
a couple of really good plays. That was a nice game, and it's nice to see. Sorry, Jay, if you're watching. Nice to see New England go down.
Yeah, well, the clock was used against Belichick. He didn't like that.
Yes, right, yes.
So,
All righty, let's move it along.
Let's get into
our recycling. Save the Earth with Smack and Jack.
Save the Smack and Jack Earth is our new segment here. Thank you, Barbara, for suggesting that we do some segment that involves saving the Earth, recycling, this, that, and the other thing.
Right.
Who else we got on here, Keith?
We got Myron, Themis, Barbara, and Sophia. And Joel. Joel's watching the game.
All right. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Yeah.
All right. So, save the Smack and Jack Earth. I thought it might be a good idea just to start with the simple act of recycling. Okay. Do you know what is recyclable and what is not?
A real quick interjection here. Does wearing your socks 2 days in a row constitute for...
I would say.
Why did that not?
Socks are okay.
Why we lose our volume?
It might be the power thing over there if you want to check that. Yeah, we have a real sensitive power situation on our soundboard here. Yeah, check it again. There you go.
Oh,
and if you breathe the wrong way...
Well, I must have because I didn't touch the thing.
You might have to stop.
There we go.
So don't look at it. Don't
Right.
look at it. It'll be fine.
I didn't get the answer to that. Is that yes or no?
Let us know. Is wearing socks 2 days in a row, is that punishable or is that deserve a pat on the back as far as recycling?
Well, it is conserving water and soap.
It is. Yeah, I would say it was
nitrogen
recycling.
and all those.
Now, how
things
about wearing
possible.
underwear 2 days?
Oh, well, let's not go there.
Is that a violation?
Well, it depends on.
Violation. All right, let's get into recycling here.
Right.
So I have some information from our trash, Blazinski, I believe it is, our trash and recyclable people. And then I have some information from waste management, and that's probably one that you're a little bit more familiar with. Waste management is a little bit more widespread on the eastern, at least eastern PA anyway. I'm pretty sure it goes up and down the East Coast. Okay, so almost forgot our green screen there. Look how happy and
nice.
earthy
That is
like our
very,
screen
you
is
are
there.
very proactive.
I try. All right, so let's get into our...
Almost looks like hops, which is also recyclable.
That is right up
very
our alley,
green.
right? Okay, so here we go. Just some basic information. Products we currently processing. Let's go to here. Okay, newspapers, junk mail, colored paper, corrugated envelopes with windows. That's one I was concerned about too. Phone books, magazines, white and ledger lines, paperboard. Okay, so those are all good things to recycle. Check with your own company.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So you know the. All right. So let's go back to glass, all color glass, aluminum beverage, aluminum and tin, bottles, cans, jars. We let's see. They do bimetal, rinse clear labels. Rinse clear and all that stuff. Okay. Moving on here. Unacceptable materials. Plate glass. Okay, so dishes and so forth. 5-gallon buckets. I guess those big Home Depot buckets.
Okay.
Plastic bags. I always put recyclables into those plastic supermarket bags.
Right.
So that's not acceptable. Chemicals, of course. Aluminum trays. I guess you're thinking of trays that you use at parties and stuff. Tissues. Ugh. Packaging material other than paper. So like the little peanut things and all that, the styrofoam that comes in, that is not acceptable.
Okay.
With this company anyway.
Huh.
Aluminum foil, I thought aluminum foil would be recyclable, but I think it actually has a lot of it to do with the shape of it. It falls through the recycling processors.
Okay.
Paper towels, pesticides, window tempered glass, flower pots, old transmission. Of course, you take that to your hazardous waste materials.
Don't we usually... This is how far we've come. The Lendermans used to have a tree stump in our backyard.
Yeah?
And when Dad would change his oil, he would take the oil and pour it into the stump.
Is that called recycling?
Yes. And that's why there's no fish in Crum Creek now for the next 150 years.
Yeah, how many people did that as kids, or your parents did it? Had a hole in the ground, and that's where you poured the oil.
Yeah. And that's not 100 years ago. Well, it's close. How old am I?
Like 50 years ago, right?
Anyway.
That
Cindy's
was kind of
on.
the
Good
norm.
morning, Cindy. Yes, close. Half a century.
All right, let's talk about some stats.
Okay.
Recycling 1 pound of steel saves enough energy for a 60-watt light bulb to run for a day. This equates to enough energy to heat and light 18 is that 18 million homes
Yeah.
in a year?
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, let me know if
Wow.
I'm wrong on that number there. Plastic. Americans use 2.5 million plastic bottles every hour. Recycling plastic
Wow.
saves twice as much energy as burning it in an incinerator. Can you believe that?
Yes.
That's pretty amazing. Glass. The energy saved from recycling one glass bottle can run a compact fluorescent bulb for 20 hours. Recycling also results in 20% less air pollution and 50% less water pollution. All right, and I know you can't see this bottom one here. Let's go back here. All right, so I'll read this. Each ton of recycled paper can save 17 trees, 380 gallons of oil, 3 cubic yards of landfill space, 4,000 kilowatts of energy, and 7,000 gallons of water. This represents energy savings of 64%, water savings of 58, and 60 pounds less air pollution. Okay,
Wow.
so recycling paper is, definitely something we need to do. All right,
Yeah.
so let's take
Yeah.
a look at our waste management here. And see what they have as well. A lot of you are probably more familiar with waste management. That was Blazinski that we were just looking at. Okay, so basically, you think just recycle empty bottles, cans, paper, and cardboard. That's almost what they take in the recycling. Okay, here are some myths. Most Americans recycle all they can. The answer to that is false. Okay, and they're suggesting that you put recycling on both floors of your house because some people just throw things in the trash upstairs and it goes right into the trash.
Hey, good idea. Yeah.
I try to stay on top of that myself. The recycling arrows or the Mobius on a container mean it is recyclable at a material recovery facility. Only in some cases. So that little, this guy right here, it depends on where you are. Okay, many items are made up of different materials, and they all can't be recycled, or they all can't be recycled together. So I think that's what we need to do as a world, is to start coming together on what materials can go into different items.
Making plastics.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course, that's a whole issue, isn't it? Okay, another myth. Containers must be squeaky clean in order to be recycled. The answer to that is false. Do your best to clean out as much as you can. If there's too much, it will contaminate the other materials, but it doesn't have to be squeaky clean. Okay, but give it a good rinse. It doesn't matter if something belongs in the recycling cart. The hauler will sort everything anyway. Well, not necessarily. Sometimes I put things in recycling thinking that if it's not supposed to be there, they'll take it out. And while that is the case, a lot of times things go through and it contaminates whatever they're recycling, or it'll break machinery and so forth. Conversely, if you put some recycling into the trash, it's going to go to the trash.
Right.
Basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hoses, tanks, shower curtains, swings, etc. are made of plastic, so they must be recyclable. The answer to that is false. Most of this stuff cannot be recycled. Like a shower curtain is pretty grimy anyway, but I think, man, I'm throwing all this plastic, it's going right to landfill. It's something like a garden hose you might think would be recyclable.
Rubber, yep.
Now, you might be able to go to specific specialized places to have them recycled, but you can't put them in your recycling can. Okay. All right. And all types of bottles and jars are recyclable. That you have to check into that where you are. Aerosol cans are acceptable, and that, again, that varies too. Okay. So check out your recycling by department, and then you can get onto this particular list and see what's good and bad. Basically, if you just stick to your bottles, newspapers, jugs, and that type, you're going to be good. Anything that's not one of those items is probably just going to be trash.
Iffy. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think that is all we have on recycling.
So if you recycle a little bit, you're making the first step.
Yes. Be consistent in your recycling so that it's really not that big of a deal. I mean,
Good morning, Liz. Do I have another nephew yet? Huh? What's going on over there? Liz is about to have a baby.
yay!
Or has. We're not quite sure yet.
Bravo.
Yes.
Speaking of keeping the earth green, yeah, let's keep it green
Yes.
for our children and our
Exactly
children's
right. Our children.
right?
Yep.
So let's do our part
we want
now.
it to be as nice now, then, in the future as it is now.
As it is now,
Yes,
or
right.
maybe even nicer.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, don't listen to NPR in the morning.
Brings you down. Yeah.
Coming over here, man. Shoo.
I watched
I
it.
mean,
yeah, but that's they're
talk
telling
about
it
the
like it is.
wildfires in Australia. He was saying like
Size of New England?
billion animals have died.
I know.
1 billion animals have died.
Now, I don't know if they're talking about mosquitoes too or what.
Yeah, I know.
but,
It's a
that's
staggering number.
Yeah.
And then to know that some people actually set some of those fires.
Yep.
Like they have like, I don't know if you said a dozen or half dozen people.
Yeah.
For setting brush fires.
Yeah.
I don't know
what that is doing to the entire planet. You know,
it's a real shame over there.
Yes.
Okay, so that brings us to what, Keith?
Where are we here?
Smack the like button. Yeah.
Oh, we're not awake. You know, I got to bed early last night. I was a really good boy. I got up early and brushed my teeth, and I'm still out of it.
That's fine. I think the recycling puts you to sleep.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, it's
So, do us a favor, smack the like button, love the love button,
and share.
Give us a share if you would. That would be totally awesome.
Yes, right.
Be sure to check out smackandjack.com. Again, we have updated products on there, and the 4% is soon to release a brand new and updated 4% challenge.
Okay.
Vick has completely redone the entire internet marketing program that we have there. So check that out. If you're thinking about getting into internet marketing, check out smackandjack.com products page.
Betsy's watching.
See what we got
Betsy.
there.
Goodness, we got a nice,
Yay!
nice contingent.
Nice. Thanks for
That's
tuning
what I
in.
guess,
All right, so that brings us to, we're going to do trivia.
Okay, let's do the trivia.
And then we'll do this day in history.
Oops.
Yeah,
don't give
give
away.
that away. Don't give that
All right,
away. All right, so
let's
we're going to
move on.
stay right here on this screen, folks. And we have a new rule for our viewers.
Oh, yes.
You want to go over that?
When we ask a question, what do we have? 3 questions?
We have 3 questions.
So the answer that you put down, put like 1, the answer to number 1. Because last week we were kind of confused as to what you were answering.
And it doesn't take much.
No.
To confuse us,
we are very easily confused.
But it
so-
would help us out a little bit to see where we are when we're scrolling through, because sometimes you will answer something, but it doesn't actually get back to us in the sequence that we've asked.
Right order, right. Yes,
Right, and then when we go back and look at things. So if you could do
question
us a
1,
favor,
this is my answer. Then.
yeah,
yes,
say,
right. So,
you can say
so-
1 or question 1,
Right.
and then question 2, question 3, and that just kind of helps us out a little
Okay,
bit as
right.
we're looking at things here,
Right.
okay? All right, so get your thinking caps on. You see I have my thinking cap on. Mine is hollow as always.
And mine's broken.
And it has been for a very long time. All right,
Yeah.
question number 1. This is Trivial Pursuit, folks. What's the state motto of California? What is the state motto of California? So that's question 1. All right. Question 2. Question 2. Whose first hit song was Ain't That a Shame?
Oh, I think I knew that
Ain't that a shame? Okay, question 2. Whose first hit song was Ain't That a Shame? All right, and number 3. Question number 3. Whose 1965 state funeral was the first ever attended by a reigning British monarch? This is question 3. In 1965, whose state funeral was the first ever attended by a reigning British monarch?
State funeral.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
our trivia.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Brother Keith.
All righty, let's see what we got here.
Don't forget.
Right, yeah.
Here we go.
And now, Smack and Jack's This Day in History.
That was long enough, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's
All
pretty
right,
good.
this
That's
day
pretty
in
good.
history. We don't have too many things going on this day in history. I spent all my time on Rush today. But anyway, 1928, Old Man River was recorded. Ronnie Crosby's one of his hits, Old Man River, with the Paul Whitman Orchestra. 1928. That's almost 100 years ago.
Yeah. Wow.
What else do I hear? 1935, Amelia Earhart. This was the beginning of her solo flight across the Pacific. It's the first person to ever flown across these waters by herself. She flew from Honolulu, Hawaii to California.
All right.
Yeah, very good. I thought I had one more here. I should keep the music going the whole time. Well, I guess I don't. I thought I had more.
I have an idea. Why don't you put the computer way over there so you can not
What's
see
that?
it at all?
Yes. Well, I can't see if it's too close, and I can't see if it's too far away. Born this day in history, Carroll Shelby. You car-loving buffs, most known for the GT3, the Mustang 4 GT Shelby Cobra.
Yeah.
And he made the original Shelby Cobra was made out of a Ace I think that was an English little sports car that
Yeah.
crammed this gigantic engine
Right.
into.
Yeah.
And
So Carol Shelby, right,
yes, Carol Sheet. Yes.
is a he.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Just clarifying that.
Carol.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Still spelled the same way. Yes, and that's this
And that's
day
it.
in history.
Yay. Bravo, brother Keith.
yeah, hold
a little
on
bit
a
of applause there. Got a little dry here.
Yeah, usually there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Today was a little dry day.
All right, so let's
quiet day.
spice things up a little bit. Guess
Right.
what I just pulled out, folks?
Oh,
The Jokepedia. And your drums are getting
Oh yeah, right.
lonely over
They
there,
are.
right?
I forgot I had them.
So how about we do some joking here?
Well, I didn't want to stand up good old Neil because I am quite the drummer. I mean,
That's right. All right, so our jokes today. All right, so this is a teacher, a chemistry teacher, and a student. And again, this is a dialogue. All right, here we go. What is the formula for water? Well, HIJKLMNO. And the chemistry teacher replies, why would you give such a silly answer like that? And the student said, well, you said it was H2O.
no.
H2TOO. All right. We're scraping the bottom here, folks.
Yeah,
Next one. Teacher, Jose, go to the map and find North America. Here it is. Correct. Now, class, who discovered North America? Well, Jose did.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
All right, one more. I promise you. I don't want to give everybody.
Can we hold on? My gut is literally busting
I was
right
just
now.
going to say,
This is.
I don't want everybody to get a stomach ache because there's sore muscles of laughing here. All right. Sam and teacher. Sam, would you punish me for something? I'm sorry. Sam says, would you punish me for something I didn't do? And the teacher said, well, no, of course not. Well, thank goodness, because I didn't do my homework.
Oh, now that's what I can relate to. Very good, very good, very good.
Not our fault, folks. It is not our fault. Let's get into our
But I tell
trivia
you what,
answers.
Yes, trivia answers. Okay, I see a couple of here.
All right. So
Well,
question
actually, I see one so far. All right, no, all right, no takers so far.
question
Okay, go.
number one. Question number one. What's the state motto of California?
I know what it is. I'll be back.
Very, very close. It is Eureka.
Oh, would not have known that.
That's not what I was expecting.
No,
Folks,
not at
I do
all.
not look at these answers before I read them either.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Number two. Whose first hit song was Ain't That a Shame?
Fats Domino.
Pat Boone's.
What?
Pat Boone. Ain't That a Shame? Pat Boone's.
Read that question again.
Whose first hit song was Ain't That a Shame?
Oh, who's
Pat
first?
Boone.
Okay.
It doesn't mean he wrote it.
No,
right?
and he would.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Boy, that's.
Calm down, man. Settle down.
What I thought.
Settle down. All right. Whose 1965 state funeral was the first ever attended by a reigning British monarch?
And we do have an answer from Barbara, and that is Eisenhower.
Wow, this is really interesting. Let's read that again. Whose 1965 state funeral was the first ever attended by a reigning British monarch? Winston Churchill's.
Oh,
Yeah.
Winston Churchill.
Yeah, I wasn't-
Read that
Yeah.
question one more time.
Whose 1965 state funeral was the first ever attended by a reigning British monarch?
State funeral. Okay.
Winston Churchill.
that's-
And
that's
I was
kind of a-
thinking states as well. I was thinking United States as well.
Well, I was thinking one of the Kennedys because Robert was Robert.
That's
Kennedy
that's.
about
I was
the time
thinking
he
it had to be
assassinated?
a Kennedy as
so,
well.
okay,
right?
well that was tough. Very,
Yeah.
very
All
tough.
right. So let's get right,
You know, we
right
don't
up
want to make
against
them
our
too
time
easy.
here.
So yes,
Yeah,
we're
that's
running
right.
out
We
of
don't
time.
want to make
Let's,
them easy. All right. So we're right up against our time here. So let's talk about the football playoffs and our prediction.
Okay.
You know what? We were 1-3 last weekend on our predictions.
Yeah, well.
The one game that we were correct on was not that one. It was not that one. It was Houston over Buffalo,
Okay.
and that one looked a little sketchy for a long time.
And
All
you
right.
brought it home. You got one out of three. That's
Yeah,
not
1
too
out of
bad.
3. All right, so let's get into our. Oh, look, we even have the football going on there. Yeah, let's get into
Wow.
our screen
Yeah.
share here. All right, so let's take a look at our football bracket and see what we have here. All right. Now, Keith loaded up our scores from last week.
Yeah.
As you can see there. Unfortunately, unfortunately, Keith didn't really want you to know who won these games.
Well, I started out. Yeah, well, I knew the one. Actually, I knew. What did I? Yeah, sorry about that.
Tennessee, New England, 20-13. Who won that game? I don't know. 19-22.
I'm new to this whole sports thing. It's like, when's the band coming on?
Okay, so let's start in the upper right-hand corner there. We have Minnesota and Green Bay going on. And I don't know if they're today or tomorrow. Somebody let us know. Are these games today or tomorrow for Green Bay and Minnesota? Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay quarterback. He is 36 years old. He is 9-7 in the playoffs, and he has won one Super Bowl. Okay.
Yeah.
Minnesota, again, Kirk Cousins. He's 1-1 in the playoffs. I'm gonna go with. Where's my pen? I'm gonna go because Green Bay has the home field advantage here. I'm gonna go with Green Bay. On
Good.
this
Let's
one,
go
okay?
Green Bay because.
Let me know who you think. Let us know who you think. We're gonna say Green Bay here. Plus, of our good old family out in Wisconsin.
Right. I was
If
gonna
we
say
had
Debbie's
taken-
not watching today.
Yeah,
but,
no. If we had
we're-
taken Minnesota,
yeah,
we'd never hear the end of that one. Right?
Right, we'd be in trouble.
All right, let's go to the bottom right-hand side there. You see we have Seattle and San Francisco. All right, Jimmy Garoppolo, San Francisco 49er quarterback. He's 28 years old, 0-0 in the playoffs. Russell Wilson, again, he's now 9-5 in the playoffs thanks to that illegal hit.
Right.
And he is 1-1 in the Super Bowl. Seattle and San Francisco. I'm going to go with San Francisco because they have such a dynamic defense, and Garoppolo has been really awesome. Where did they come from this year? San Francisco. I think last year they won 4 games. This year they won 11, maybe 12. They're really a powerhouse. I'm going to go with San Francisco. It's the home team.
Okay.
All right, San Francisco this week. Let's go to the upper left-hand corner there, folks. We have Tennessee and Kansas City. Good old Andy Reid. Yep, Kansas City Chiefs there. Okay, so Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He has been pretty awesome this year, as he has been for the last few years. He is 1-1 in playoffs. Tennessee, they are now 1-0. Ryan Tannehill is as quarterback. Again, I'm going to go with the home team here with Andy Reid. Andy Reid seems to do really awesome up until like a game that really, really matters. And then
Can I say I never liked the guy? Is that all right?
Andy, yeah, you can say it. Go ahead. Go on your little-
I'm going to go to Tennessee here.
You're going to go on Tennessee.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
I'm going to go with. I'm going to go
And
with
that has
Kansas
nothing
City.
to do with other than personal bias. So Kansas City. I think this is going with Kansas as well.
All right. Okay. And last one here, the bottom left-hand corner, you can see up there, we have Houston and Baltimore. Houston, Deshaun Watson, quarterback. Again, now he's 1-1 in playoff
Brad.
action. Oh, Brad's on? Great.
Yeah, I wonder who you're going to
who you thinking there? Right? Okay, against Lamar Jackson Deshaun Watson is 1-1. Lamar Jackson is 0-1 in playoffs, but he had an awesome year, and Baltimore was really strong. Again, they're the home team. I'm gonna go with Baltimore.
Okay, good.
This
I'm going to go to Baltimore too.
Yeah, let's go with Baltimore. I think I have anyway. You were not in agreement with me. I have taken the home team in every situation here. So I'm going with Green Bay, San Francisco, Kansas City, and Baltimore.
Yeah, that's exactly what Barbara's done. It's good.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what
Now,
the future holds.
I hate to belabor this point, but I do need to bring it up again. 'Cause I know it's not going to be popular in any stretch of the imagination. But, all right, Aaron Rodgers is 9-7 in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
He's 9-7 in the playoffs. He has won one Super Bowl. Okay?
Right.
He is 36 years old. He is the closest to Tom Brady. Tom Brady is 30-10 in the playoffs.
Wow.
I mean, the next closest person is Aaron Rodgers at 9-7 of the people who are in the playoffs right now. Brady's won 6 Super Bowls and lost 3. I mean, that itself is practically an entire season.
Right.
6-3.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know we don't like to hear that, but I'd still look at Brady's numbers and I think, man, they're just staggering. But again, a lot of those games were played with the Smack and Jack special.
Right. And
Football.
Brad's going for Kansas City, San Francisco, Green Bay, and Baltimore.
Yeah, I think those are all the home teams, right?
Yeah. Yes.
You're going with all home teams this week?
Yeah.
Kansas City, Baltimore,
Okay.
San Francisco, and Green Bay.
Right. Now that
You're bucking the trend.
that football's not going to be part of it this year.
Yeah, there won't be any more deflated footballs.
Yeah. Yeah, I could actually. Yeah, that is kind of deflated.
Yeah, so you could have played in that Super Bowl.
Yeah. I lost. Do I look like him? Oh, goodness sakes. All right, we got to get out of here. Right? Are we about done
we
here?
have other things to do today.
Yeah.
I know everybody
Thanks
else has
everybody
things to do.
for stopping by and watching the show today. We got off to a little rough start, which we always do. But thanks for spending your cup of coffee with us. We enjoy doing this, and we enjoy having you guys with us. So we're gonna be around next week, Brother Joel.
Yes. What is next week? I know I have a Saturday or two coming up where I have some church things going on.
The 18th, I think.
The 18th?
Next,
I think the 18th is good.
Okay.
I think the 18th is good.
So we'll have some more football stuff.
Yep.
And we'll have another Save the Planet. Or are we going to do something else? We don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah, so
I usually
let
don't
us
know
know if
until-
you have some ideas. Today we were Save the Smack and Jack Earth. If you could get
Right,
that down,
smack.
Keith, that would just be awesome.
Save the Smack and Jack. Earth.
So these are some segments that we're going to rotate through.
Okay.
So we may not do Save the Smack and Jack
And
Earth
this
again next
is
week. But that's gonna be on our-
viewer suggestions.
Yeah, that was
So if
from
you have a
our good
suggestion,
friend
what we can
Robert,
talk
yeah.
about. Hey, Jim, you're on. Just catching the very end of it. So is
Yeah.
Linda, back from her workout. If you have a suggestion of what we can cover on the show, let us know.
Let us
what we
know.
can do.
We'll plug it in there. So,
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks very much for stopping by, guys. A great show of support today. And once again, you deserve a thought of your own.
So be in touch to learn, ? Laugh, never a question mark
No,
there,
right.
and live.
Exactly.
All right.
We'll see you
Thanks
next
for joining
time.
us, guys. See ya.
Hold on a second. You're kidding me. You're killing me. All right, hold on.
There we
Yeah,
go.
we-
Yeah, we're exiting now, folks. We're going for real.
Jack up